Okay, as we left off, this is what our design looks like from where we are and what we've done so far. This is where we want our design to actually be, looking like that. So that way, as you see here, you can see through the shirt and you can see everything, the blue below it. So that way the home comes all the way across the state and you can see the part of the O, part of the M, and part of the E. That's ultimately what our design needs to look like. So how do we get to that point? Well, let's go back to our original design. Now, what I want to do at this point is I want to go ahead and go find my Pathfinder command. My Pathfinder command gives me all these options. The one I want to use is this one right here, which is called divide. So I'm going to do a Control A, which selects all. You can also come up here and do edit, and maybe I'm wrong. I thought you could do a Control All there. That's okay. I use Control A. It's a standard Windows command that selects everything. So I've got that set up. Now I'll come over here and I'll select divide. So it doesn't look like it did anything, but it actually did quite a lot. To really see it even better, what I'm going to do at this point is turn my background back on. Still didn't look like it did it right, but let's zoom up here and let's take a look at this. I'm going to come up here and zoom up on this, and I'm going to start playing around with some things. First of all, I'm going to select this one letter here, E. Now notice how when I select it, it selects everything. Well, let's go ahead and ungroup that. So it's just, and then I'll click out here in space, then I'll click the E again, and notice that it selects this and it gives me kind of the square perimeter of the shape. Well, let's go over here and let's set it to fill. Now with it set to fill, let's look at this part right here. See, that's its own individual graphic that it's actually created over here, and you can see by this circle being around there that we've got that one selected. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit delete. So I hit delete and there you see it. Now on the M, I can do the same thing again. Just hit delete. Now over here we've got the H, I think somewhere out here, and we've got the O. Well, let's go ahead and take those two, turn those guys back on so we can see them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that part right there, which you can see again by the double circle here. It's got it selected, and I'm going to delete that. Now I'll do a Control 0 to zoom to the extent of the screen so I can see my design more accurately. Well, that looks pretty good. That's our design that we're striving for. Now, just one thing as a quick, recommendation is to always save your file so you have a file to play around with until you get exactly what you want, so that way you don't mess up your graphics. And speaking of saving, let's do that, and we'll come back to that in a moment.